Hey guys, it's taken me 10 years to get to this day, and all I got for it is a swollen set of balls and a sore ass. Yep, okay, so look, long story short, I did a video earlier on, but this is probably the easier way to do it. Hey, look, today I turned 52. And why does the 10 years matter? Well, maybe to you it doesn't, but it matters to me. Because 10 years ago at the age of 42, let's just say I had my own little wake up call. My ego got bruised, and in a good way. You see, 10 years ago, like most guys going into their 40s, I thought I had all my, excuse my French, I'm going to swear in this one, I thought I had all my shit together. I thought that, I was a consultant. I'd left quite an established consulting company, a top global 5. For the 3 years previous to that, I went to Saudi Arabia, India, Germany, USA, UK, stints in China, Tokyo, obviously Australia, you name it. I'd pretty much been everywhere, and I'd lived out of the suitcase and had that so-called consultant life. And there were some good times and there were some shit times, like the 6-week stints of 6 a.m. flight out of Sydney to some other destination, and then the very last 8 or 9 p.m. flight on a Friday or a Saturday night to get back home to then see my family. My family, who probably were on the edge of going, Dom, just piss off, go away. Because I wasn't spending enough attention on any of them. And even still to this day, I probably don't do that enough. It's a wake-up call, and it's pretty raw and straightforward, and I'm going to say it that way because to the guys out there who are falling for the gimmicks, the hacks, the six-pack bullshit, the tricks, the pills, potions, magic lotions, and some douchebag telling you that if you can lose a few pounds, you'll have more sex, you'll have a better marriage, I'm sorry, but your head is so far up your own ass that you're the one that's going to say bless you when you fart. The reality is this. Life is life, shit happens, and we just got to deal with it. And in my case, I didn't deal with it. I ballooned. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'7" and a bit, and I ballooned to 115 kilos. All right? So for that's not small in any way, shape, or form. I looked like the flippin' Marshmallow Man out of the Ghostbusters movie. I had severe facial rosacea that meant that I looked like I was 3 parts pissed every time I was out. I had other skin irritations. I had forms of eczema. I had multiple bouts of shingles, adult chickenpox, let's call it that. There, people said it was stress related. And then I had the reflux. So then no matter what I ate, I wanted to be sick. I wanted to vomit. It didn't make a difference if it was a salad, if it was a piece of steak. And the only solution back then was going to the doctors, and it was popping pills. It started with Mylanta, and then I would chug the Mylanta. For those who are familiar, the Mylanta in the blue-green bottle. And then it was from there I'd go on to what was then Zantac, which is now over the counter, but back then wasn't over the counter. You had to go to the Food and Drug Administration to apply for it. And then moved on to other drugs like Losec, which just simply flipping cooked you from the inside out. So where did it all happen? Well, waking up one day not feeling the best, feeling a bit lethargic, and then sort of a bit of a numbness on one side of the body, and I put it away till I'm just tired. I ignored it. Didn't do anything about it. You can read between the lines what had happened. And then I just continued on, didn't ignore it. Just ignored it, kept going on, and then the second one happened whilst I was away. I was away from my family when it happened, and then the shit got real. So I decided to make some changes. And you may sit and listen. If you want to enjoy listening to the rest of my story, then more than welcome to. But if you're looking at your 15 minutes of fame and I'm not giving you anything for free, then you can just simply stop the video now, swipe, scroll, and go on to the next person, because I'm not here for you. The wake-up call was enough that the only outcome that I could see is that I had a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old at the time, and that I would need them to help me learn how to re-wipe my own ass, learn how to re-walk should the big one come, the big one being a proper stroke, a proper full-on bleed that doesn't clear quickly, that leaves lasting effects where you are partly paralyzed and walking with a limp for the rest of your life, slurred speech, all the rest. So I thank myself that I was lucky. Now, there are people out there, guys particularly, who are looking at this going, "It ain't going to happen to me." Dude, if you cannot see your pecker, if you cannot see your shoelaces because the roof over the tool shed is hanging like a bullnose veranda, dude, you're on the right path. You may be the opposite end of that there. You might be the skinny guy, what I call the skinny unfit. But you are chugging on the booze. You're out there, you're bravado, bullshit, this and that. And you know what? You're also a candidate for that, because one thing about things like cancer, strokes, heart attacks, they don't pick and choose necessarily who they happen to. You just happen to be in a situation that you present itself. So in light of everything that's going on now with pandemic, if you fall into a certain category in a certain class, you need to sort your crap out, because all you're doing is you're welcoming that person forward. And that happened to me. So I took a time, I stepped away, looked after myself, and 10 years later, I'm still doing it. I wasn't a 7-day, 14-day shred, 21-day this, 28-day challenge, here's a free gym membership, and I'll never do that, because that crap doesn't work. Stuff here, I'm about playing, and here's where I'll say this, I'm about playing the long game. My kids are now 18 and 15. 19 almost. 19 this month. There you go, 19 and 15. And I want to be here when they are 25 and 29 and 35 and blah, 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 because I want to annoy the crap out of them and their kids and my grandkids and everything else. And I don't want to be that dad who's sitting there half comatose on a Saturday afternoon because he's just got no freaking energy. So it took me a while, and I developed what I simply call the protocol. I never did massive gym sessions. I do half an hour every damn day, except for today, which is why, as I said, something is swollen and something is sore. I do 3 things really, really well. And those same 3 things, the people I work with, the gym that I did coaching in the city before they went and fucked it all up for themselves, we did 3 things really, really well. We've got people moving every single damn day. Little bits. Not massive gym sessions and then days, I'm so sore. But every single day, step by step by step, teaching them that it wasn't about the 15-second reel. It's not about the tip-top selfie or doing a stupid ass overhead squat on a balancing on a Bosu. You're an idiot. It's simple. It's moving every day. And yes, you can see I happen to have the luxury of having some stuff at home, which is where I do my coaching program now. But I also do stuff with one thing. A ruck, a bag with weight in it, simple, end of story, body weight, and it gets the same desired results. It's just a different stimulation for those who don't like the gym space. The second thing that I do, if anyone wants to talk to me about it, it's the food thing. I'm not going to call it nutrition and da-da-da. It's just bloody food. Because that was my problem that I had with the reflux and everything else and packing the weight on, because no one ever sat me down, and no excuse, but no one ever sat me down, or I didn't even ask the simple question of what are the things that I should do well, repeat them daily, and therefore not end up like a fat pig. So therefore I'll show people what it means to eat simple, to eat smarter, to understand that you can still have a cookie, you can still have some ice cream and a donut and a slice of pizza, but that's it. It's a slice. It's not the whole freaking pie. And understand certain things for you can give you gastric distress. So if you want to become a bodybuilder and you want to do the chicken, broccoli and rice stuff and you're finding out it's not working for you, it may be the broccoli. But you won't know that because they won't tell you that, and they won't show you how to work that out. And that's the stuff that I will do. And then the third thing, probably the hardest thing of the lot, the mental stuff. Every damn day. No bullshit, no excuses, no reasons, because that was me before. and I had excuses and the reasons why I didn't do it every single day, and that got me into that problem, so which is why now I flip it on its head and do something every day. I have days like you, I get pissed off, frustrated, shout at the kids, scream at the dogs, slam crap down, but I'm real. I'm not manicured, I'm not flashy with a filter. I'm a 52-year-old coach that if you want to get your results, I'll make sure that you get them. Maybe I'll grab you kicking and screaming until you get them, but I'll show you how to do it. If you've got problems, we'll work it out. That's it. Now back to why I'm sore. Today for my birthday, I grabbed my assault bike. I set the time of 52 minutes, 1 minute for every day of the year, at 10 calories per minute, and cranked out 520 calories on my assault bike. Why? That's not the question. The question is, why not?